Hi, this is Crypto Ice. I'm here to talk about the real world use case of cryptocurrencies. Really, if I can't tell you how this is being used in the world, then what's the point, right? Everybody thinks it's years and years away, and I'm of the view that this is much closer than we think. And why should we care? Because some people will ask me this a lot. Why do we need cryptocurrencies? We have credit cards, we have Venmo, we have these other things. And those are all great. They've all kind of conditioned us to the digital world. We really have already kind of become a digital world. Cryptocurrencies is another level, and I'm going to explain that. Let's talk about the credit card, for instance. When you go to the store and you purchase something with your credit card, it may seem like the payment is instantaneous, no problems. The problem is at the time of purchase, there's settlement fees. Because the settlement of that transaction does not take place until days later, these banks and institutions are charging you to settle the transaction. And what digital asset XRP and the company Ripple, those are two different things, and I will explain that in another video. What they are designed to do, the technology, is to take out the settlement fees. You know, they are doing real-time payments. You know, within 3 seconds, you can make a transaction anywhere in the world. 3 seconds for pennies on the dollar. It's really going to change the world. So let me explain to you how the system works currently with a company called Swift. This is what the majority of banks still use. And if you've ever gone in to do a wire transfer, you probably know how frustrating it could be. I did one about a year ago or so, and you walk in and you get your wiring instructions, right? And so Swift has a code for each financial organization. They give you a code, right? And these codes are basically a way to transmit information securely. Okay, so there's not actual money being moved from your bank to, say, like the bank in Mexico. It's not actually like moving. And so when I went in to do my wire transfer, I gave my wiring instructions and they looked it over and they said, okay, thank you. There was no settlement, right? I had to wait days to find out if that transaction even went through to the right organization. That's very nerve-wracking and stressful. And it's kind of ridiculous if you really think about it. In this day and age where we can have information instantaneously, this is how we're still moving our money. I have to wait days to find out if it went through and went to the right place. 3 to 5 days for international transfers. So that's why this is old, outdated tech. Okay, and Swift recognizes this. They feel the threat of the company Ripple and the digital asset XRP. Believe me, they had a Sibos conference, which is a Swift conference, and they invited a managing director from Ripple to speak there. His name's Naveen Gupta. Now, this Naveen Gupta was asked by one of the audience members, well, why do we really need XRP and Ripple if Swift is working towards real-time payments and bringing that to the industry? So what's happened is Swift, in their desperate attempts to keep up with innovation, they have gone from 3 to 5 days for payments to saying we can guarantee you payment the same day within 24 hours. And while that's great, it still does not solve the problem of prefunded accounts. Now, this prefunded account idea is the idea that the actual transfer of funds is made from a pre-funded account from another bank. So in this instance, if I was sending 10K from my bank to a Mexico bank, that Mexico bank would have to get the money from a local Mexico community, from another bank, a pre-funded account. So essentially, there's trillions and trillions of dollars just parked in banks doing nothing, and dormant capital is what they call it. So Naveen Gupta talks about, I've talked to central banks, they love the idea of doing away with pre-funded accounts. Now, how can XRP do that? Because they settle within 3 seconds. And GPI cannot match that. They can try to say we can go from 3 to 5 days to same day, guaranteed of payment. But as Naveen Gupta mentions himself, he says, improvements in speed does not change the fundamentals of the correspondent banking system. So really, unless you're attacking the pre-funded accounts and finding a way to get rid of the need for that, then you're just prolonging the inevitable. And that's a pretty exciting thing for XRP investors such as myself, because currently Swift has like 5 trillion worth of payments flowing through their system daily, right? And not to say that this is going to happen overnight, but this is revolutionary technology that's about to change the way that payments are made around the world. And you ask, well, is this already happening? Yes, even a company like Moneygram, which is the second largest remittance company in the world, they have started using Ripple XRP technology since a good time last year. It's had great success. Again, look in the description below. I will have articles and sources to back up the things that I'm telling you right now. So coming back to things, this Naveen Gupta, was asked by this audience member, can you guys have value because we're bringing real-time payments? Well, absolutely. Because coming back to the credit card idea, right? You can use your credit card, but they cannot settle in real time like XRP. So I'm not saying that credit cards are not useful. I'm saying that this is the next step of technology. And when we can settle in real time, it really frees up all sorts of money. And the velocity of money is a very powerful thing. And when we can transfer money the way we transfer information today, that is going to change the world, probably in ways that I don't fully understand yet. So that's my thought on that. And I still want to say that, do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor, but this is one investment, XRP, that I'm bullish on in my portfolio because it has real world use case that's already being used. And hope you enjoyed that.